Capricorn. This is going to be a reading for you. As always, please take what resonates and leave what does not. Let's take a look at what you need to see. Please, if you do find that this video does resonate with you, I ask that you like, comment, share, subscribe, and hype the video. If you'd like to book me for a personal reading, the link to do that is going to be found below in the description box. Without further ado, Capricorn, let's go ahead and get started with your reading. Judgment. Seems like there is a transformation that's taking place here for you. A major transition, a reconciliation between yourself and someone else, or yourself and another aspect of yourself. The energy of forgiveness or making a major decision. The Chariot. Yeah, it looks like you're making a major decision. You're moving forward in the energy of success, victory. There could be a major transformation or reconciliation that is occurring for you here. Particularly with the Cancer energy, the Chariot is the energy of victory, success, forward movement. The Two of Pentacles in reverse in the crossing position. Yeah, it seems like you're setting something into balance. You are moving forward, deciding to correct some form of imbalance or injustice here. You got the Five of Swords in reverse in the crowning position. Looks like you are thinking a lot about an injustice that has made you feel a great deal of grief, sorrow, loss. Something simply was not fair. You're thinking about this a lot. And maybe there's something here that you feel like you can do something about. You can do something about this, is basically what I'm saying. There's some form of injustice or some sort of sorrow or something here that you can do something about, Capricorn. And you know what it is, and you're going to make the decision to do it. And when you do that, when you make that decision, you're going to be successful. Past energy here is the Six of Swords in reverse. Something was not progressing here in the past. Maybe due to this injustice, something was not moving forward. Maybe there was a declaration of some kind, declaration of love, some form of communication. Moving forward, we have the Hanged Man in reverse. This is definitely just giving stuck energy. So there's something here that is stuck, and there's also a decision that you can make, Capricorn, that is in alignment with a particular plan of action that you have set up for yourself that makes things move again. Okay? Makes things fair again. Settles the score, so to speak. It might require you to be a little bit more selfish moving into the future, not being so self-sacrificing, or maybe it requires you to redeem something that is yours, to take something back that belongs to you. The Knight of Wands in reverse in the Self position. Your environment is the Ten of Cups. The Knight of Wands in reverse is a sense of division, distraction. It's a sense of alienation, confusion, potentially ADHD, psychosis, mental health issues or symptoms. And then the Ten of Cups in your environment, it looks like you have a lot of support here, either in the spiritual or in the physical realm. This could be happening within the home space. It's important for you to be able to recognize that you can lean on those around you in order to heal at this time, if that's something that you're interested in. Could also be that you aren't really spending a whole lot of time with your friends and family or your inner circle. It seems like you may be isolating yourself or spiraling a little bit here. Hopes and fears, we have the the Knight of Cups. He got promoted. We have the Knight of Cups in reverse. Sense of irregularity. Maybe hyper emotionality here, maybe going back and forth with something that you're worried about. The outcome is the Hierophant, Taurus energy. That is spiritual uprightness. Maybe someone coming into your life to assist you out of this sense of self-sacrifice, or maybe you changing your beliefs to understand that self-sacrifice is not necessary in order for you to sustain what it is that you need. Maybe it's necessary for you to be a little bit more selfish moving forward into the future. And what does that mean for you, Capricorn? Let's go ahead and clarify the Chariot. Seems like there's a pretty severe, I almost want to say change in perspective that's taking place, or change in your belief system around what is and is not necessary or appropriate for you, what is and is not fair. You're coming to a clear understanding of spiritual law in the outcome with that Hierophant. So let's go ahead and clarify the Chariot. You're making a decision. You will be successful in this decision. Eight of Cups, maybe it's a decision to walk away from something or to move on from something. The Chariot, the Ten of Cups in reverse, the Sun in reverse, and the Knight of Wands. That's what I'm saying. It really does feel like a separation or moving on from something or someone. Something that made you feel like your energy being devoted toward it was in vain. It was a waste of energy. It wasn't making any progress. It makes you quite sad to do this, but it results in a victory. The Two of Pentacles in reverse in the crossing position being clarified by the Ten of Swords, the Three of Swords in reverse, and the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, it's putting in the work towards something here that has caused a lot of pain. Putting in the work to resolve a potential pain point. Putting in the work to resolve any potential confusion that was caused, any potential alienation. Putting in the work to resolve any betrayals that have taken place here within yourself. Whatever that means for you. Putting in the work to set something to rights. So we have the Five of Swords in reverse in the crowning position being clarified by the King of Swords in reverse, the Page of Wands, and the High Priestess. You're seeing someone for who they are now. Maybe it was something that they said, maybe it was childish behavior, but it was rooted in something a lot deeper, a lot more malicious. The King of Swords in reverse. Maybe it was someone who was saying something that they couldn't keep hold of. They were making promises that they wouldn't necessarily be able to keep. It was someone who was operating within bad faith. And you were sitting there listening to this person, understanding exactly what they meant, exactly where they were coming from, exactly who they were by the things that they were saying and the things that they were doing, what they were demonstrating as the Page of Wands. Immaturity, childishness, a need for attention. And there you sat in your silence, wise, unmoving, all-seeing, all-knowing, and it made you sad. So we have a plan here for this. The Four of Swords in reverse, being clarified by the Four of Pentacles in reverse, the Seven of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles. There's this observation, and what do I do about this? How do I go forward with it? You took your time, are currently taking your time. You are progressing, and you're doing so responsibly. You're very dutiful. You're very attentive to the task at hand. Past energy. The Nine of Wands in reverse, the World in reverse with the Queen of Wands. Something was not making progress. Someone was too defensive, and all you were trying to do was help them. Moving forward into the future, you reclaim this energy and you direct it back toward yourself because you're understanding that what you were doing in the past is a form of self-sacrifice, and you don't need to do that anymore. It was only holding you back. The Hanged Man in reverse being clarified by the King of Pentacles, that's you. The Queen of Swords in reverse, and the Seven of Pentacles. Evaluating somebody else's malicious behavior once again, and how it potentially could have had an impact on your personal finances or your own personal progress. It seems like you're cutting your losses here, Capricorn. The Knight of Wands in reverse in the Self position being clarified by the Six of Swords, the Page of Pentacles, and the Knight of Cups in reverse, yeah. It seems like you're moving on from someone who was an emotional gusher, potentially emotionally manipulative, deceitful. That Knight of Cups in reverse, wishy-washy back and forth. And it seems like you're investing in yourself here, Page of Pentacles. No longer choosing to invest in this Knight of Cups in reverse energy. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces could be dealing with. The Ten of Cups in your environment being clarified by the Two of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups, and the Lovers in reverse. Okay. Whatever it is that you're wishing for in love, Capricorn, you're going to achieve. Seems like there's some form of difficulty here that we're looking at with this Lovers in reverse, and you have a wish here that is coming true. It's being brought into balance as you choose yourself. The Knight of Cups in reverse, and hopes and fears being clarified by the King of Cups in reverse, the Magician in reverse, and the Seven of Swords. This is a very deceptive energy. This is how you see someone here. This may be how you're seeing the person in your environment. This Lovers in reverse energy, this Gemini energy. You're worried that this person is not trustworthy. You don't trust this person. And so you stop giving to them in the way that you used to. The outcome here is that you shift your belief, or you establish some form of commitment either to this person or to a higher spiritual power. What is the Hierophant? The Ten of Pentacles, the Six of Wands, and Temperance in reverse. You're understanding what is a conflict of interest between your connectivity to your higher power and you. You are no longer choosing the lower path. You're choosing the higher path now. Ten of Pentacles and Six of Wands. And you're gaining recognition, fame, notoriety, money for this. So stick to the path here, Capricorn. What else do we have for Capricorn, please? Passage and multiplicity. A period of confusion is coming to an end for you, Capricorn. Things are going to start to become a lot more clear to you. It's a major turning point where the complexity of a situation is becoming understandable. Gathering around, the power of community with spiritual narcolepsy, falling angel. I think you got this in the last one too. Multiplicity with falling angel. Could be a very complicated situation, kind of brings out the worst in you. Falling angel, spiritual narcolepsy, makes you fall unconscious because you can't understand it. But this is changing as you have community around you who kind of supports you or is there for you, helps you. Once again, this Ten of Cups out here really is indicating to me that there are people around you who are going to help you through a particular problem, bring balance to a situation in which there felt like there was no love. You're accepting input from those around you, and it's accepting that input that's going to transform your current circumstances from spiritual narcolepsy to the power of community. From confusion into clarity. Misaligned, and the Chamber of Soul Gifts here. It's the case here, Capricorn, that there's a group of people or there's a community that is relying upon your soul gifts. Maybe you're psychic, maybe you can read tarot, maybe you are a painter, an artist, a musician, who knows? Whatever this soul gift is that you have, it's causing a major shift or a major turnaround in your life, Capricorn. You're going from feeling misaligned, unconscious, and confused to feeling like you have purpose. else do we have for Capricorn? Devotion and loyalty. Wow, holy guacamole. Yeah, and this group of people, this community is going to be very devoted to you, very loyal to you, and you're going to be devoted to it. The energy of Taurus is out here very strongly. It could be prevalent in your chart. But I see you being very devoted to a particular spiritual path as well, being very loyal to that path, and that path being loyal to you in kind. So whatever it is that you're working on right now, Capricorn, it's going to pay off, especially if it is in alignment with your spirituality. Triumph. Final messages for Capricorn. Bravery in reverse, and infinity. You can do anything. You don't need to be afraid. 717. Running yourself around in circles, refusal to deal with obstacles in your path, staying in your comfort zone, lack of compassion for yourself and for others. The affirmation is, everywhere I go, I prosper. Yeah. Staying in your comfort zone for sure, especially with this confusion, the spiritual narcolepsy. Like, what am I used to doing? How am I used to using my spiritual gifts, and where has it actually gotten me? Has it actually provided anything for me, or has it only resulted in more confusion? And instead, where can I direct these energies, right? Were you hard on yourself because something didn't go as planned? Was there a particular approach that you were taking to something that simply wasn't working? Just know that if you try a different way, it will work. An intense cosmic shift may be upon you, a sense of calm, of everything clicking into place, the continuation of life and energy, a deep connection to the spiritual world. I fully trust in my limitless power. Capricorn, thank you so much for watching. Once again, if you would like to book me for a personal reading, the link to do that is going to be down below in the description box. Please remember to like, comment, share, subscribe, and hype the video if you did resonate with it. And I will see you in the next one. Until next time, take care.